My wife, Jennifer, raises Harley, our daughter, and thankfully somebody responsible is there to do that and stuff. And so right when I was getting ready to leave, my daughter comes in and she just got her license. So she comes into the room and she's just like, hey man, can I use your car? She says to my wife, Jennifer, let me use your car to go to Target and get my nails done. And Jennifer was like, absolutely not. Oh my God, no. Like, you'll crash for sure. And I saw my moment to jump in and be the good parent and be like, let her do it, you know? Like, she's got to try it by herself for the first time. This is the first time she's going to drive by herself in the car with a license and stuff. I was like, let her do it, man. What's the worst that can happen? And my wife was shooting daggers at me, just like, you piece of shit. So I was like, yeah, man, let's just let she could do this. You can handle this, kid. I said, just don't speed or anything like that. Trust that she's a good driver. You've been in the car with her. She's not terrible. And so trust that she could do this and stuff. So, you know, I was like, all right, man, I'll have fun. And I stood at the front door and watched her pull away and stuff, which was nerve-wracking because she had to do a K-turn and she backed out without even looking. Another car was coming down the hill and they had one of these moments and you heard skidding and I didn't know which one it was. And finally, she corrects herself, and then there's a moment where the dude behind her clearly wants to go faster, and my kid, the novice driver, I'm watching this go, let him go first, let him go first. But she's my kid, very competitive as well. And I saw my driving in her, all of a sudden she guns it past this fucking dude down the street. And my wife is like, yeah, she's ready to drive by herself. So I was like, this is nerve-wracking, man. And she was like, you shouldn't have let her do this. I was like, I need a joint. And so I started smoking. And I was like, what do we do? Do we chase her down? She's like, no, that doesn't show any trust whatsoever. She's gone, I have Find friends on my phone, and so I could track her every movement. And so I was like, you f***ing serious? Open that shit up, man. Let's watch this car wreck in real time. Like, so we were just sitting at the desk, and I'm smoking away, watching the screen on my wife's phone, watching this dot like I'm Bill Paxton and Aliens and you know. I'm like, she's all over us, man. Watching her make the journey that was literally like, you know, you could make this ride from our house to the Target Plaza in about 2.5 minutes. This was the longest 7 minutes of my life. And as we're watching it, my wife's going, you gotta go for your show. I was like, I can't go. This is my show now. Like, I gotta know if she made it. We were sweating balls. My wife never smokes, and I was like, you sure you don't want to try this? She's like, I'm close, believe me. Because every time the dot stops on the map, we're like, what's the story here? Did she get an offender bender? Is she buying cocaine? What is going on? Then finally, it pulled into the Target Plaza, and I was like, you gotta text her. And she's like, no, she'll know we've been watching her. You gotta play it cool. And we're both sweating bullets, man. And I've smoked a joint all the way down to the filter, and all of a sudden the kid calls us on the phone and she's like, I did it, I did it, I did it. She's like, I did it, I didn't get in an accident. And we tried to play cool. We're like, well, big deal, we do that all the time.